There is a unique kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from working too hard, losing sleep, or even from obvious heartbreak. It's the exhaustion that comes from slowly fading while standing right beside someone, from doubting your own memories, from realizing one day that you have become quieter, smaller, and unsure of yourself without ever choosing to be. If this sounds familiar, you may not have been dealing with a difficult person. You may have been dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists rarely reveal themselves openly. They don't arrive with warning signs or obvious cruelty. More often, they enter your life as charm, confidence, and intensity. They seem to see you deeply, listen carefully, crave admiration the way lungs crave oxygen. Validation is not a luxury for them, it is survival. Praise, attention, and control temporarily fill an inner emptiness they cannot face. Without it, they feel invisible and ashamed, even if they would never admit that. In relationships, this becomes painfully clear. At first, they may idealize you. You are placed on a pedestal. You feel chosen, adored, and intensely valued. This stage, often called love bombing, is intoxicating. But beneath it, something else is happening. They are not loving you as a separate, complex human being. They are loving how you make them feel about themselves. Eventually, the pedestal cracks. You express a need, you set a boundary, you show imperfection, and suddenly the narcissist feels threatened. Not because you are wrong, but because your humanity disrupts their sense of control. This is where confusion begins. Conversations go in circles. Apologies feel empty or never come at all. You explain your feelings repeatedly, only to leave feeling blamed, dismissed, or emotionally punished. One of the most damaging tools narcissists use is gaslighting. It's rarely dramatic. Often it's subtle. A laugh when you express hurt, a comment like, "You're too sensitive," or "That never happened." Over time, these moments pile up. You begin to question your memory, your perception, even your sanity. The goal is not to prove they are right, but to make you doubt yourself. This works especially well on empathetic people, people who self-reflect, people who seek harmony. If you tend to look inward during conflict, you become vulnerable. You assume that if you just explain better, love harder, or try longer, things will improve. Meanwhile, the narcissist sees empathy not as strength, but as something to exploit. Narcissists struggle deeply with empathy, not because they are monsters, but because true empathy would require acknowledging others as emotionally equal. That threatens their fragile self-image. Accountability feels unbearable to them. When apologies come, they are often conditional or performative. "I'm sorry you feel that way," or "I'm sorry, but you made me do it." The focus always returns to them. Over time, being close to a narcissist changes you. You become hyper-aware of their moods. You walk on emotional eggshells. You shrink your needs. You may even start believing the story they tell about you, that you are difficult, ungrateful, or the problem. But this is essential to understand. The way a narcissist treats you is not a reflection of your worth. It reflects their inner emptiness. They do not devalue others because those people lack value, but because they cannot sustain intimacy without control. Narcissists are deeply wounded individuals who never learned how to feel safe being real. This does not excuse the harm they cause, but it explains why they repeat the same patterns, leaving broken connections behind while insisting they were never at fault. When narcissists move on quickly, it's not because you were replaceable, it's because they grieve the loss of supply, not the loss of connection. Being alone forces them to face the emptiness they work desperately to avoid. Healing from a narcissistic relationship is not just about leaving someone, it's about returning to yourself, rebuilding trust in your intuition, reclaiming the parts of you that were silenced or reshaped to fit someone else's ego. It's learning that love does not require self-erasure. If you recognize yourself here, know this: awareness is not weakness, it is clarity. Narcissists thrive in confusion, and they lose power when you see clearly, when you stop trying to be understood by someone committed to misunderstanding you, when you choose peace over proving your reality. And perhaps the most important truth of all, the opposite of narcissism is not selflessness, it is wholeness. A healthy person can love without control.